Hi guys, it's Tammy and Rouzi from White Mind Health, and we are going to be sharing one of our Instagram live sessions with you guys in this video. We are focusing on glute strengthening, core strengthening while incorporating some stretches into the routine. Make sure to read the indications and contraindications before you do any of these exercises, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Okay.
So if you guys are ready, we're gonna start. He's gonna kind of explain what we're gonna do, and then I will do it. I'm kind of nervous because I know the plan.
Just start with the bridge warm up. Everybody knows that. We're just gonna warm up today with the bridge, just because if we do the standing ones, then we just wouldn't be in the cut. Let's go for 10 of them. That's 3. Make sure again you're engaging that core. You're squeezing your glutes. You're contracting your quads. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and just hug your knees. Okay. Just very lightly, guys. Let's get some blood flow going. Make sure you guys have drank lots of water. Hopefully no one cramps.
By no one, he means me, by the way.
Okay, let's start off. First one we're going to do is a quad raise. So what I want you guys to do, you're going to have some distance between your heel and your butt. You're going to extend one leg. You're going to point your toe towards yourself. Okay? And all I'm going to do is bring it up. 1, 2, back down. 1, 2, back down. And I really want you guys to feel it in your quads. And if you feel like you're cramping, relax that toe a little bit. So the more I go into this dorsiflexion, the more I'm going to engage my quads. The more I engage my quads, higher chances of cramping. Okay? So we're just going to go 8 on each side. Let's shoot for it. Okay, keep one knee bent. There you go. Back down. Back down. What I like to do, I like to exhale on the way up just because that's the more challenging part of the exercise, and inhale on the way down.
What is this good for?
Perfect. For your quads. You're strengthening your quads. There we go.
That's
Switch it over. And when it comes to your core, in almost everything we do, I want you guys to engage that core. That's it. Beautiful. Okay. Now what we're going to superset this exercise with is the heel touch. So I want you guys to get in your bridge form. Shoulders are back, contracted. You're coming off the ground. Touch your heel, touch your heel. One thing I want you to be aware of your neck. I don't want you to look up. Try to keep your back and neck straight, so neutral spine, and I'm just touch, 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 touch. Okay, shoot for it.
And how many of these?
This one you're gonna shoot, let's go 16, so 8 on each side.
Okay. You got this, you guys. Oh, sorry, you.
Yeah, exactly, contract that back.
It's so easy to bring your neck up though.
And while you're doing this, again, I want you guys to think about engaging your shoulder blades. Contracting those shoulder blades together. Think about contracting your core.
Okay, that's 16.
Okay, now for your stretch, you're going to do the cobra stretch. Now, when you guys are doing this stretch, you're going to feel a ton of tension in your low back. If you're feeling pain in your low back, I want you to stop. But if you're feeling tension, it's totally fine.
Or if this is too hard, you can even you can start it from your elbows and then eventually work your way up towards a cobra. Yeah. And you guys make sure that your glutes are super relaxed when you're doing this, okay?
And if you do point your head upwards, you are going to feel an exaggeration. Just don't crank it up too much.
I mean, I already feel it here, so I'm not going to really push myself anymore.
Okay, shoot back into your exercise. So your quad raise is the first. for the when we are doing the heel touch, your head is going to be coming off the ground. If you feel too much tension or pain in your neck, I don't want you to do that one. Just cut it up.
You can just hold like a reverse tabletop position. Good, that's 8. Let's switch.
That's it. Perfect, huh?
And I feel like I have more range of motion. Like it's easier for me to lift my right side than my left. But again, it's because I have so much issues with my left side. That's probably why.
Okay, heel touch, yeah. Contract those shoulder blades. Contract that core and constant in and out breathing.
I really feel it in my core.
There you go. That's it.
It's burning. That's 10. 9.
Almost there. Almost there. Think about that contraction. That's all I want you guys to think of. Because as soon as you stop contracting,
16?
yeah, 16. As soon as you stop contracting the core, other muscles are going to compensate. Go into the cobra again.
Again, you guys, one thing I want you to think about with this stretch is that you really relax your glutes. Because I feel like automatically our lower back, like our body wants to support the lower back and we tend to squeeze our glutes. But let it go, and then even let your stomach go.
And deep breaths, guys.
And then even with myself, I feel like I tend to shrug my shoulders. So maybe try to roll those shoulders back down.
We'll do this one last time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shoot for it.
Okay. It's gonna make that harder for us.
And if you feel discomfort in your back by the way you're sitting, you can always do this leaning against the wall. So if my back is against the wall and I'm doing the same thing.
Okay, sorry, that was 9.
So when you're doing the cobra, more than anywhere, you're going to feel it in your low back. But only tension. I do not want you to feel pain.
Yeah, and if you guys have shoulder issues, please just stay on your elbows. Don't push your way all the way up. Okay, stay with your elbows. You should still be feeling the stretch.
There we go. Finish these off.
We got this, you guys. That's 4. At least Rouzi's not sweating in this one.
No, I am. Just a little less.
That's... No.
I don't know.
No,
2
7,
more.
8, no, 9.
How much did you do?
That's 10. 6
Okay.
more. I think.
Okay, it's all good.
1 more.
Okay, finish the cobra.
Okay. So I'm gonna modify this last one for those of you who can't go all the way up. So just come on your elbows, okay? You should still be feeling a stretch, but what I want you to do here is relax your glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades back down, and try to look up now. But make sure your glutes are super relaxed.
Perfect. You can also feel a pull in your stomach and your abs. It's totally fine. Hopefully they're a little sore. Okay, ready to move to the next one? Okay, next one we're going to start with a fire hydrant. So I'm getting into my bird dog pose. So again, hands underneath the shoulders, knees lined up with the hips. I'm going to keep my knee locked. And what I want you to do, I want you to bring it to the side back down. So let me show you guys this way. What I'm doing, it's a little weird, I can see myself. Okay, so I'm coming to the side, back down. Be aware of your hip. Do not let this hip open up, okay? So I'm keeping myself nice and level, coming to the side, back down. My range of motion will improve over time. Up, back down. Up, back down, okay? Shoot forward. And again, even when I'm doing this, again, I'm thinking about... Sorry? You're doing 8 on each side. Again, I'm thinking about contracting my shoulder blades up here. I'm thinking about engaging my core, trying to prevent that arch in my low back. Bring it higher than that. There we go.
I thought he was talking to you guys. He's gonna not pay attention to what I'm doing.
There we go.
But definitely, if I don't keep my core engaged and I let go and I go into this like arched position, automatically, like right away, I feel pinching sensation in my hips.
So please make sure engaging. I talked about that before, contracting the muscles that you're using. Okay, and you're doing this one with a modified bicycle crunch. So first I'm going to go over a bicycle crunch and then we're going to show you the modification. So a bicycle crunch is when I extend one leg and the opposite, the knee comes towards myself and I touch it with my elbow, then I switch. Now what we're going to start off with, I want your hands on your side, or even for support, place your hands right underneath your glute so it gives you some leverage. Make sure that low back is pinned. Point both toes towards yourself, relax that neck, and what you're going to do is squeeze your core, extend one leg, bring it back. Extend one leg, bring it back. But at the same time as I'm extending, I'm thinking about pulling that other knee right towards myself. Okay? Right towards myself. And the further this leg goes away from my body, the more tension in that low back, the easier it is for my low back to start compensating and my low back to arch up. Okay? Shoot for it.
Okay. We got this, you guys. Okay.
Okay, so both knees bent. Exactly. Push with one leg and pull the other knee towards yourself.
Now, you guys, if I don't contract my core, I feel like my back is going to get lifted off the floor. So I feel it in definitely in the front of my legs, but also I'm really feeling it in my core. Because I'm not trying to do it fast and get it over with. I'm trying to do like a controlled movement.
Exactly.
I totally don't know how many I did.
Just give me 4 more. We're going to go for 16 of them, those that were counted. Okay, and your stretch is going to be knee to chest.
Okay.
And one thing I love to do when it comes to the stretches, anytime that I'm attacking my core, I want to give myself a stretch that's going to relieve some tension from my low back. Okay, just till we get to the point that the core is strong enough that you don't feel any discomfort in the low back. Okay, so deep breaths.
So you guys, this morning during the yoga session, she was telling us to hold on our shins and try to bring our leg into our chest. You might feel a deeper stretch. I just don't like to put too much pressure on my knee. That's why I hold from the bottom. But you do what feels better for you.
Okay, shoot back to it. Fire hydrant. Again, make sure hands are placed underneath the shoulders, knees lined up with the hips. Core is nice and tight, so engage it as much as you can. Make sure there's no arch in the low back. Make sure there's no discomfort in the low back. And when it comes to your shoulder blades, squeeze them together. There we go. Where are you feeling this, Tammy?
Definitely my glutes is on
Perfect.
fire.
Perfect.
Like the outside of my glutes.
Beautiful.
What's the next one?
It's the modified bicycle crunch.
Okay.
Come a little lower, come a little lower. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so you push with one leg, you pull with the other, and the lower you bring this foot, the more challenging it's going to get. So the closer you bring it to the ground, the more challenging it's going to get. Basically, the more weight she transfers towards me, the more challenging the exercise will be for her. That's a good thing. Just make sure you drink tons of fluids. Well, water, not just any fluid.
Or wine. That's 12, you guys.
Let's get it. Beautiful. Okay, go back to your stretch again. Deep breaths.
So I feel like sometimes even when I do this, I hear like a popping sensation in my upper back, and that feels great. Those are just, I know we're thinking maybe our ribs are getting back into place, but sometimes it's just restrictions breaking up in your body.
Beautiful. Okay, one last set.
Okay, you guys.
Again, keep that core nice and tight. Make sure there's no discomfort in your shoulders as well. Also, if you guys are ever in this position and you feel discomfort in your wrists, I want you guys to go on your knuckles. So rather than me having so much force going to this wrist, this way they're going into my knuckles. Okay, keeping that wrist straight. Less discomfort. Okay, make sure you keep that hip level.
Okay.
One more, yeah, perfect. Okay, so push on one side, pull on the other. Now another way you guys can make this a little bit more challenging for yourself, if she puts a band over both feet and she's pushing with one, pulling with the other. Pushing with one, pulling with the other, which will also engage your hip.
Thank God we don't have bands right now.
I don't have count. You have count?
Yeah, that's 10. I'm doing it, so now I'm counting.
Perfect, guys. Proud of all of you.
That's
Beautiful.
16.
Perfect. Go into your stretch again.
You guys, let's play around with this a little bit. Maybe try to bring your knees apart and bring each knee towards the shoulder, and then go side to side so you can give your lower back a nice massage. Since you guys can't see Debbie to massage you. Go ahead.
Okay, that's a very good question. What's the best way to engage the core? If I had an exercise ball, that would be the easiest way for me to show you. But another way I can show you is, if we take a bunch of pillows, okay? This won't do it, but this is just an example. So something that I can push against my quads or my knees while my back stays flat and no stress on my chest. So what I want you to do, take a deep breath in, exhale, and push on your pillows. Okay, so if it's an exercise ball, it would work a lot better. So basically somewhere like here, and I'm pushing. That's gonna force me to engage my core and pin my low back. Okay, when I do that, it's when I'm good to go. When I feel my low back being pinned against the ground. So I'm taking a deep breath in and pushing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. What you're gonna feel there, you're gonna feel the bottom of your glutes lift up just a tiny bit. You're gonna feel your low back be pinned, and you're gonna feel your core engage, okay? Now, over time, once you do that a ton, then when I tell you to engage your core, it's just like that. You already know what that feels like, and it just clicks right away. Okay, now we're doing inverted inner thigh openers. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm laying on my back, okay? I'm extending one leg up, going into that dorsiflexion, hands on your side, engage the core, bring it to the side, back out. Now you can also place your hands on your side up here, bring it to the side, back out. Side, back out. Okay, 10 shoot for that one. Now when it comes to this one, your hips play a big role. So if there's a lot of tightness, you will feel a pull. Okay? It's nothing I want you to worry about. Just make sure you keep this stroke slow and steady. So you need to be in control of the exercise. Don't let the weight of your leg control the exercise, basically.
So I really have to engage my core for this, because otherwise I feel like my opposite hip is coming off the floor. So I'm going to stop taking my leg, like I'll stop where I feel like my hip on the other side is getting lifted off.
You might have a tough time doing that. Beautiful. That's it. And where are you feeling this, Tammy?
I feel it actually a lot in my core and then in my inner thigh.
Beautiful.
But again, I can definitely tell that my right side is so much stronger than my left. That's 8.
Okay. Now, what we're going to be supersetting this with is a toe touch. Now, this is on the more challenging side. So, any of us that the previous core exercises were challenging, I don't want you to do this one for now, except if you feel the confidence that you can do it and you don't feel any discomfort doing this. So basically, I'm bringing my both feet off the ground, okay? Hands on my side, I'm contracting my shoulder blades, breath in, and I'm just reaching for my toe back up, okay? So if you can touch your toe, it's fine. If you want to touch your shin, it's also fine. Basically, it's just this movement is what I'm after, okay? Shoot for it.
And maybe for those of you who can't do this, you can just hold the position. That's still a great workout. Even if you just hold your legs and arms up, you should still feel it in your core.
Okay, let's shoot. We're going to shoot for 8 of them.
I really feel it like throughout my whole core.
Perfect. Now your stretch is threading the needle.
That's awesome. Again, you guys, bring your hand right behind your hamstring. Try to bring your knee into your chest as you push the other knee away.
Okay.
If you have a towel, definitely you can use a towel. If you want to use the wall.
Guys, when it comes to the neck pain, I want you guys to check out our YouTube channel. Tammy has posted some great videos regarding neck pain. Okay, so we'll cover it in there.
And let's switch our legs. And the link to the YouTube channel is in our Instagram bio, so you can just... And then gently go side to side. Now, if you guys are having neck pain with the last core exercise we did, don't lift your head up. Or you can put both hands behind your neck and try to support your neck a little bit.
Every time we're shooting it.
Which one was it?
This
Oh yeah, sorry. Having short-term memory was.
Make sure you engage that core, keep that other hip down. You want your hips to be leveled, you want your glutes to be fully on the ground. Okay, and then so you play with the range that you can manage that to happen. Beautiful. Perfect. 2 more. There we go. Okay. Now
Let's jump into it. So if you have neck pain, I'm going to modify it. You can do this. But really squeeze your tummy.
Exactly. You got to make sure you engage it as much as you can.
Great, you guys. Let's switch to threading the needle. And again, please don't cheat yourself with this exercise. I know you guys know how to do it, so really push yourself, open up your hips a little.
Exactly.
And then switch to the other side.
And where do you feel this stretch when you're doing
right
this?
in my glutes, so
Perfect.
on my glute going all the way up to my knee.
Perfect.
Actually.
And again, I've said this before, if you guys having trouble reaching your hand in the back of your thigh, always use a towel. Hook a towel behind your hamstrings and pull them towards you. But again, just make sure while you're doing that, you try to relax the shoulders and you're not all curled up.
Okay, last set, you guys. Let's finish it off strong. Is this our last set of exercises? Okay, 2.
That's it.
I actually can't believe how challenging this exercise is for me on my left side, and on right side, like no problem. On the left side, I actually can't control to keep my lower back on the floor, which tells me I have a lot of weakness on that side.
Perfect. Just 2 more.
I'm dying. I'm kind of sad too about this. I'm like, what the hell? Okay.
There we go. And again, think about engaging that core. And if you guys pay attention, so this is our 3rd session we're doing with me. Almost everything we're doing, it involves some core and then some stretching, mostly in the glutes. Now the goal here is, what we see from our clients, a lot of our clients deal with low back issues, low back discomfort. A lot of the times, it's coming straight from the glutes, okay? And weak cores. So the glutes are too tight and the core is too weak. So when we strengthen the core and we keep stretching the glutes, it results just to a better back and less discomfort. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do write for us. And if you guys could support us, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.